and I'm here to help you grow your hacking and cybersecurity knowledge. Today, we got more Hack the Box. I'm doing the machine called Writeup, which is actually a really interesting machine name because looking for a writeup sounds silly to Google, but that would be something that you would have to do if you was looking for a writeup for this machine. Let's go ahead and dive right into it.
This demo is for educational purposes only. Ethical hacking is legal and differs from illegal hacking. Always ensure you have legal permission before performing what you see in this demo.
Alright, so we have our IP address here. We're going to do our Rust scan. That's the name of the stream. I don't know why my clipboard wants to do that. Let's try that again. Click to copy to clipboard. Paste this in here. Alright, so we're scanning every port with Rust scan. For those who don't know, Rust scan is a very, very fast port scanner. It uses a map in the background, and it's not installed on Kyser by default. To install it, go to github.com/rustscan/rustscan. What's up, Julio? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Glad to see you here. How you doing today? What's up, Javon? Thanks for stopping in. How you doing? Am I streaming more than on LinkedIn? Yes, I'm streaming on YouTube, Kick, Twitch, and LinkedIn. And that's how I do all my live streams. I stream on multiple platforms. Because I'm coming where you are. And I'm not making people come to where I want to stream at. I feel like, everyone's got their preferences where they want to watch things at. And I give them multiple options to view the stream. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit here so you guys can see better. We'll file a new tab. Zoom in on this. So, looks like we have. Just subscribe to my YouTube. For real? Wonder why we didn't get a notification for it. We should get a notification for that. I appreciate you subscribing. Thank you so much. But I'm upset that my little alert didn't pop off when you did that. It should. It should. If you follow the stream when if you subscribe to my YouTube channel or you follow on Twitch, it should have an alert pop up on the middle of the stream. Oh well. We'll see if it. Well, let me just try it out. Let me just I'm gonna redo a past subscription. See if it's still working. Yeah. So that was a previous subscriber from last stream that I just reran. That's what you should see when you follow. So the fact that didn't happen for you, unless you subscribe to my channel and then unsubscribe, that would trigger it to. It only counts first time subscribers. So if you unsubscribe then resubscribe, then that would make sense. But if you never did that, then I don't know why it wouldn't. I feel bad that you didn't get your alert. Well, I appreciate you subscribing. Thank you so much. Access granted. There we go. We got a This is hard to say. Is it Prismatic Queen? No, Prismatic Queen. Yeah, Prismatic Queen. Thanks for following over on the Twitch channel. I appreciate you. Alright, so our Rust scan is now over. We have port 22 and port 80 open. Let's run that one more time. Rust scan is so fast that sometimes it misses ports, so we want to make sure that we don't miss any ports. But if it's just 80 and 22, that's easy because we just got to go to port 80. And to do that, all we have to do is in our web browser, actually let's open up a new tab. In our web browser, just paste the IP address, and we have a connection to this this is a very interesting machine. No problem. I want to be a pen tester, so I'm looking for as much information as possible. Good with the good work. Thanks. Well, good luck on becoming a pen tester. It's definitely a very awesome job and very fun to get into. It's very hard to get into. It's very challenging, but it's incredibly rewarding at the same time. It is worth it. News, news, news. Not yet live and already under attack. I found an IOR DOS protection script that is in place. Oh, an EOR, that's how you say it. Just a little EOR here. That's in place and watches for Apache 40x errors and bans bad IP addresses. Hope you do not get hit by false positive drops. If you know where to download the proper donkey DOS protection, please let me know via mail at jkr@writeup.htb. Thanks. HTTP notes. I'm still searching through my backups, so there is nothing here yet. I am preparing to go live on my own hacktobox.eu Writeup page soon. Stay tuned. Page is handcrafted with V. Alright, well, what we need to do. What's up, Mohammed? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping in. How you doing today? Let's do a Ferox buster. And we will paste our IP address here. And we'll see what we get. This is going really slow. It should already be in the thousands. So we got /writeup as an option, so we can do that. /writeup. We're hammering this web page so much that it's going slow. This isn't a very stable machine. Normally you can browse the website while you're Ferox busting it. And this Ferox buster is going really slow. It should already been in a few thousand, so it's kind of unfortunate that it's going this slow. Look, I can't even, well, I guess he said he does have DOS protection. It watches for Apache 400 errors and bans bad IPs. Maybe that's what it's doing to me. Maybe it's looking for errors, as you can see, and then it throttles me. What does Buster offer differently than GoBuster as an overall tool? So Ferox Buster, I mean, it's mostly the same as GoBuster and DirBuster and Derb. Ferox Buster, it's coded in Rust is the main difference. And it's just a little bit faster. It's the fastest one that I've seen. It also does recursion by automatically. You don't have to specify a flag to do recursion. Matter of fact, you have to specify a flag to give you less information. So by default, it automatically gives you more information. And I also like these graphs that they give you. They give you a little progress bar. It's not filled up very much because it's going slow, but these are progress bars for each one. Because after every endpoint it searches for more automatically. So it just, in my opinion, it's got a cleaner layout, it's faster, and it's more comprehensive and more thorough overall. Now obviously it's still only as powerful as your word list, but even when things aren't in the word list, it still finds things. It's not in the word list somehow. I'm not sure how that happens, but it does happen. Like I've literally gave it bad word list before, and I'm like, it still finds it. I'm like, oh, even with a bad word list, it still finds it sometimes. So Ferox Buster is good in that aspect. But mostly, I mean, it's just a preference, but my preference is Ferox Buster, and it's worth installing. It's not installed by default. You do have to install it at GitHub. And you can see right here, github.com/epi052/feroxbuster/release/latest. What's up, Neo Tokyo, welcome back to the stream. How you doing today? Hey, can we escalate probes using an already established MSF session using a print spoofer exploit for Metasploit? Yeah, you can. I mean, that's a common way to escalate privileges on a lot of Windows machines. But for this machine, that's not going to happen because this is one, not a Windows machine, and two, we're not even at the privilege escalation step yet. We're still at initial access. We're still doing our enumeration here, and it's going really slow. So I think I'm gonna quit this. I gotta slash right up. Dude, this box sucks. Did it ban my IP already? There we go. After many months of lurking around on Hackbox, I had decided to start writing about the boxes I hacked. In the upcoming days, weeks, and months, you will find more and more content here as I'm about to convert my famous incomplete notes into pretty write-ups. I'm still searching for someone to provide or make a cool theme. If you are interested, please contact me at the NetSec forum Mattermost. That must be who made the box. Pages are handcrafted with Vim. Not. I don't know what that means, but blue. Look, we did blue. Right up. He did a write-up for write-up inside a write-up. That's fucking wild. Well, I would like to know. See if we can get an LFI here. Nope, not found. I wish I can find the other pages. Can I just give it the state? It gives you a state. Resume from. So it's -- resume from. -- resume from Ferox. It throttles it, dude. I don't know how you're supposed to end this target when it throttles your stuff. We're doing nmap scan on port 22 and 80. This is a comprehensive scan. We're basically doing a deeper dive on these two ports. These are the flags I like to use. If you are new to the stream, ST means full connection, also known as the TCP connection. -A is a combination of -O, SV, and -SC. -O is operating system detection. -SV is service version detection. -SC is the nmap scripting engine. -F script vuln is another vulnerability script that I run. It's not one of the scripts that's ran when you do -SC. And you're probably wondering, why do you do all three of these when all three of these equals -A? Technically, well, anyways, it should be -A is the only thing you need here. But if you do -A, -O, -SV, and -SC, all of them, you actually get more information sometimes than doing just -A by itself. So that's why I throw them all in there. And then -PN means they're skipping pings. -P is the ports, in this case 22 and 80, and then our target IP address. Did I give it the right IP address? I might not have. I don't think I did. I think I scanned the... Yeah, I didn't give it the right IP address. Let's try that.
Access granted.
Unknown, thanks for following on Twitch. Appreciate you. Dude, what is this is slow, man. Let's go back over here. Let's view the page source. What's up, Wire Dog? How's it going, man? Welcome back. How you doing today? This is frustrating. I can't scan it. He's looking for 400 errors. So anything that's a 400 error, he logs and then he blocks that. That's annoying. I don't know how to scan this box if I can't have 400 errors. I'm doing great, Wire Dog. How's it going, man? Oh, you said you're already doing good. I appreciate you asking. '22 is open. This is 80's closed. That's wild, bro. It's not closed. Let's try it again. Like, now that I got the Ferox Buster not running, let's scan that again and see if we can get more information from port 80. What's up, Nixon? Thanks for stopping in. How you doing? Hopefully he's got like a robots.txt so I can see what kind of pages we got going on here. Oh my gosh, it's not working because I'm scanning it on Nmap. He's got DOS protection. Anytime you I think that's what's going on. Unless this box is just super unstable, but the main page says he had DOS protection on, so I think any kind of scan that touches port 80 just gets squashed, man. The whole machine is broken. Alright, well that's... I don't know what to do. I can't scan it. It doesn't give me anything on port 80. Or no, maybe it did. Hold on. Is this port 80? Might be port 80. Yeah, I checked for robots.txt. Nothing's oh, there we go. Now it's working. It was okay. It wasn't working earlier. But that's pretty cool. He's got the little robot. He says disallow / writeup. That's the only one. Well, we found writeup. But there's nothing here. Maybe I'm thinking we can like specify the page here, but I tried doing LFI here, like a // CMS made simple. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, CMS made simple. SQL injection. What's up, Nasri? We're gonna stream. Thanks for stopping in. Gosh, we have been adding. Look how many hack the box machines I've I've accumulated. There's so many in here. Make directory. This isn't even all of them, I bet. There's some that I don't even make directories for. If they're super easy, I don't make a directory for it. And I've reverted my machine since I started to hack the box as well. Same with this machine. Writeup. No module name term color. How do we do that? Python 2, it's like pip install. How do we do that? I forget how to install pip. Install modules with Python 2. We figured it out last stream, but I forget. Let me open up my ChatGPT and look at that chat. ChatGPT told us how to do it. I went through some of the CTF training stuff on HackerOne the other day. That was interesting. Once you hit a certain amount of points, you're eligible for private bounties. Nice.
Access granted.
Voidsy, thanks for following over on Twitch. I appreciate you. Python 2-m pip install term color. Is that right? Did I do it right? Python 3-pip-m pip term installer. What happened? Why do I get an error? Command aired out with exit status 1. Alright, ChatGPT told me to run this command here. Upgrade setup tools. Python 2-m pip install -- upgrade setup tools. How you do on an exam? I failed for the 3rd time. And I'm very angry about it. I don't think, this is kind of a hot take here, but I don't think the OSWA Pen 200, sorry, not Pen 200, Web 200 course is good enough to help you pass OSWA. I went through the Web 200 course twice now in full, and I understand everything. Like I can go through that entire course and there's not a single aspect about that course that's confusing to me at all. And I can excel at it. I did 100% of the course 2 times, and I failed the exam 3 times now. So there's, I don't know. They say that the course is, everything that you need for the exam is in the course, but I'd highly disagree. Tire X, thanks for following on Twitch. I appreciate you. So the move now is I have to get training somewhere else because I've already used the training, the Web 200. There's nothing else for me to study. I've memorized everything, dude. Like I literally can go in and go after any of those practice machines and just bam, 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 done, and be done with it. Because the course, like I said, is pretty straightforward, but the exam doesn't align with the course, in my opinion. 100%. I mean, we're not saying that I'm massively failing here. Like I'm almost passed, right? Like I'm so close to passing. So I'm not saying that like it doesn't align with the exam and the course doesn't align, it's not off by much, but it is off. It is off because, like I said, there's a couple machines on the exam that, like, I've used every tip, everything that they taught me in the course on these boxes, and it's not happening for me. So I gotta get training somewhere else. So here's my opinion. OSWA, not worth the money. I wouldn't do it. I would go after. I wish I wouldn't have spent so much time. Well, yeah, I almost regret going after it because it's such a. The course is bad. It doesn't teach you how to get past to the certification. I mean, you'll learn some things, but if your goal is to get certified, that's not the way you want to go. I would. So right now, the next thing I want to do is I'm going to do the TCM Security Practical Junior Web Tester and get that certification. And hopefully there's some training in there that helps me out and I can use that information and maybe pass OSWA later down the road. But yeah, I'm going to do the, well, my goal right now is I'm going to do the TCM Security Practical Junior Web Tester, and then I'm going to do after that the TCM Security Practical Web Penetration Tester, which is their not their junior one, their normal one, I guess. I don't want to call it a senior one because it doesn't seem like it's advanced or anything. And then after that, I'm going to do Certified Bug Bounty Hunter, and then after I do Certified Bug Bounty Hunter, I do all three of those certs. Maybe try OSWA again and see if I can pass OSWA. But overall, like, I don't know. OSWAs, don't do it, dude. Like, we talk about how OSCP is like the gatekeeper for pen testing, and it's like an HR filter. And OSCP is worth it. And the OSCP course is good because OSCP actually teaches you how to pass the exam. Like, there's 57 lab machines in OSCP. 57. You know how many lab machines there are in OSWA? 8. Not enough. That's not enough practice. So, and they charge the same price for them. So if you struggle with OSCP, you're definitely going to struggle with OSWA because OSWA really doesn't have enough information for you to learn everything that you need to know to pass the exam. In my opinion, I've taken the exam 3 times and done the course twice, and I'm not seeing it. I took detailed notes too. I mean, my notebook is filled with information, and I'm like, yeah. What do you think about CBTS? Is it worth it instead of TCM certs? I don't know. I don't have a TCM cert, and I don't have a Hack the Box cert. I don't have either company. I'm gonna start getting into TCM and Hack the Box certs because OffSec really let me down with OSWA. They really did. I don't think it's good training. I had such a good experience with OSCP, and I was like starting to fanboy out on OffSec because the OSCP was a fun exam, was a fun course, and I learned so much. But that course is really good because I'll tell you right now, the OSCP, I barely took notes. Like, I just went to the course and I just went and did the exam and I passed my first try. Like, it was like kind of easy because the course was that good because there was so much practice in there. And then I'm like, oh, I just knock out OSWA and get some web a web certification because I need a web certification because I also do web hacking. And it's not even close to similar to OSCP. Not even close. They're both 200 level certifications. They're not even similar, dude. Like, at all. Like, they're completely different things, man. And the student mentors are no help. And offsec, just, it's a bad course overall. It's a bad course. So I can't recommend the OSWA, especially since no one's even asking for OSWA on the job boards and on the job postings. They ask for OSCP, but they don't ask for OSWA. So still get your OSCP. The OffSec is good for that. But after you get your OSCP, you gotta get off of OffSec, in my opinion. I regret spending the $5,000 of my own money to get the OffSec Unlimited subscription, because it's just everything that's not OSCP seems like it's not worth it so far. Sorry, guys. I wasn't planning on talking about that, but since you asked, I had to go on a rant because I'm very upset. I'm very pissed about it. Like, I was so mad yesterday. Like, I was furious, dude. I mean, I failed the first time. Like, okay, whatever. I failed the first time. It happens. You know, I almost had it. I almost passed. You know, and then the second time I failed, I also was actually one of the best days of my life. That was actually the day I signed my job off for the company I'm working at now. I'm like, oh, I just landed my first pen testing job. Who cares if I failed OSWA? You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I spent more time signing my job offer and signing all my HR paperwork that I needed to sign to join the company than I spent on the exam. Like, I'm signing all this stuff during my exam. Like, I'm like, all right, I'm taking my break, and then I walked out of the room and I went on my other computer and I started signing all these documents for my company. So I wasn't even mad that I failed the OSWA the first time or the second time, but this third time, I'm like, all right, we're really going to try this time. Well, I really tried the first time, and I really tried the second time, but I didn't try. I only tried for 8 hours the second time. The first time, I think I tried for 12. So the first time I tried for 12, second time was an 8-hour try, and then the third try, which was literally just yesterday, was I spent 7 hours on it, and I'm just like, I'm stuck. I've tried everything. I've spent 3 exams, you know, trying to crack these machines, and I can't do it. A lot of people have similar thoughts about OffSec. I mean, yeah, that's what's up, Cybershark. How's it going? Thanks for stopping in. What's up, Void Z? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get the OSWA eventually. Maybe I'll probably try for a 4th time because I got the OffSec Unlimited until March, so that's like 5 months away. So I got 5 months to just go and do whatever training I want, and then right before it expires, I'll probably take it for a 4th time and see what happens. But yeah, like you said, a lot of people have similar thoughts about OffSec. You know, I thought it was all like kind of just people being mad for no reason, because like I genuinely thought the OSCP was like very straightforward. I passed my first try, not a problem. But I mean, I've done the OSEP exam, not exam, but the course. I didn't do the exam because the course was so hard. That's another thing. I was like, the OSWA, I understood the course. And then when I was doing the OSEP, which is the Pen 300, I didn't get all the course. Like, I'm not, like, that's why I never took the exam, because like the course I was struggling with. And if you're struggling with the course, then you're not ready for the exam. You have to understand everything in the course like fully before you can go in the exam. And that's why I went in the exam for OSWA 3 times now, because I went through it and I'm like, all right, well, this is gonna work. But anyways, I was trying to say, like, you know, a lot of people say they have similar experiences with OffSec, and I just thought it was kind of annoying. It's kind of like them just making up excuses for them not passing their certs. But after OSWA, I understand. But for OSCP, I still don't understand, because OSCP really does have the information you need to know. It really does. There's, like I said, there's 57 lab machines, and I only did 40 of them. Like, there were 17 other practice machines that I did not do, and I still passed my first try. Whereas OSWA, I went through all 8 of the boxes twice, and came up short 3 times in a row now. I wouldn't give them another cent. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I might. I might if I really want to get more certs, but for now, well, the problem is like I spent $5,000 on OffSec Unlimited, so if I don't study OffSec stuff, then I'm wasting my money, you know what I mean? Like, really wasting my money. So I don't know what to do next. I have a few different, so I'm thinking right now, what's up, Mr. Nobot? Thanks for stopping in. I'm thinking, like I said, do the TCM Security, Practical Junior Web Tester, doing that course, and then maybe here in a month or so, take the OSCP again, because I want to upgrade my OSCP to OSCP Plus. That sounds weird, but I have OffSec Unlimited, and I can just take the course or take the exam again whenever I want to. And I think it would be pretty straightforward for me to pass OSCP a second time. I really do. But we'll see. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Nothing set in stone. I might do OSCP again. I might not. What's up, Quantico? Thanks for stopping in. Sorry, you guys came here for hacking, and I was ranting. You guys asked a question about the OSWA, and if you want my opinion, you should only get OSWA if you have like 2 other web hacking certs. So I would get a TCM cert first, and then a Hack the Box cert first, and maybe even an INE security. What's it called? There's a INE security has a web tester cert too. They have multiple actually. They got like a junior one, or not a junior one. They have a certification, then they have like an extreme version of that. So I would go get those certs before you even go OSWA, because OSWA, like I said, it's not even on a job posting. So it's like, if you just want to learn how to hack stuff, like go after the certs that are cheaper. I mean, TCM Security certs are $250. That's nothing compared to what OffSec charges. They charge $2,700 for a year access. Especially if you're a military veteran like me, or a first responder, or you're active duty military, you can, or if you're an educator too. If you're a teacher, if you're an instructor, you can also get the same discount, and it knocks off 20%. So you can get a TCM security cert for $200 if you fall in one of those categories. They might even give discounts to students too. Actually, if you're a student, I think they might give you a discount too. OffSec will give you a discount too. OffSec gave me a military discount. That's how I was able to get. Normally, the OffSec Unlimited subscription is $5,700, but they gave me a hefty discount of $5,000. So it took off $700 because I was they took off $300 the first time because I was active duty military, and then the second time I was like, look, if you guys don't knock the price down, then I'm not gonna buy it again. And I bought it again because I was a returning customer, so they gave me a returning customer discount the second time. Yeah, that is the other thing. They switched to B2B model years ago. Who are you talking about, OffSec? EWPTX. Yeah, there's EWPTX, and then there's the EWPT, yeah. Do you pay for most of your search yourself? It's like half and half. So once I paid for myself, I paid for all my OffSec studies myself, out of pocket. I paid for Linux Plus out of pocket. I paid for the EJPT out of my own pocket. But all my other certs, I did not pay for out of pocket. They were paid for me. So I would say I have funded almost the majority of my certifications. And the reason why I say that, even though most of my certs are paid for, but OffSec is so expensive that it's actually the biggest cost. You did the course at EWPT. Is it worth it? I paid out of pocket for my Cisco CyberOps Associate as well. But I think my job's gonna refund me. I think I'm gonna ask for the money back, and I think they'll pay for it. So I'm pretty sure my employer will will reimburse me for the Cisco CyberOps associate. I just gotta ask them to. Specify a target URL. HTTP:/. Do you plan on taking CCNP? I don't know. Not anytime soon. I'd like to have it. It'd be nice to have, but it really doesn't help me out with pen testing as a pen tester. I'm more interested in getting my hacking certifications. So there's too many hacking certifications that I want to get that would actually benefit me on the job rather than the CCNP. Is CISSP worth it if you want to stick to pen testing? No, it's not. It really doesn't help you in a pen testing role at all, unless you're trying to be like a manager of a pen testing role. If you're trying to become a manager, then I would go for it. It's because it's not. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's also not over. It's under $1,000. So, if you want to stay technical and you're not really interested in getting into management or something, then it's not worth it. If you're trying to get into like a managerial position, then the CISSP is worth it. But overall, all that stuff in the CISSP doesn't help me for pen testing at all. I'm glad I have it. It definitely is nice to have. But when it comes to the day-to-day work, that information doesn't apply to being a pen tester. My next big one will be OCP Plus. Nice. We were just talking about that. Do you have OSCP regular right now? I'm thinking about doing OSCP again to upgrading my OCP to OCP Plus, just because I have the OSSEC Unlimited subscription. It's going to cost me nothing to sit for the exam, and it's like zero risk because it's like if I fail, it's like, well, I already have OSCP. You know what I mean? It's like, but I'm gonna honestly, I might just do it. I might just try it out. Yeah, the exam for CSP is a mile wide and an inch deep. Yep, that's a fact. No, only CPTS. You know, I don't know if Mr. Noah, if you listen to my podcast, The Hacker's Cash or not, but my last guest, Opayeme Kwolawole, he runs the Hacking Insights YouTube channel. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but if you watch an episode, then you already know this, but if you haven't, definitely watch it. But he basically said that the CPTS was a part of certification. So if you have CPTS, you'll probably be able to get OSCP pretty easily, according to him and other people. Other people have said that too. The best certification in cybersecurity is CEH, right? Mawson, welcome to Stream. Thanks for stopping and glad to see you here. I don't know if you're being serious or if that's a joke question, but I'm going to treat it as if it's a serious question. And the answer is no, absolutely not. It's actually one of the most, in my opinion, most overrated cybersecurity certification on the market right now. Let's see if I can. You just kidding? I feel like CEH is the GOAT. Yeah. Alright, let's get back to this box. Wonder if I need this link to check out Tell Me Progress in the box. We'll see here. I'm not too concerned about search. I'm more focused on skills. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. The skills are definitely way more important, but it's hard to figure out what skills to go after without going after a cert, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's important unless they put it in a certification. You know what I mean? And plus, with certifications for me, is like there's critical skills that you need to have, and they're not the most, some things aren't the most exciting things to learn. And then like learning something, I feel like it helps me get over the hump of like, okay, this is a boring topic, but it's part of the certification, so I have to know it. Whereas if I'm still learning that same topic and it wasn't attached to certification at the end, then it would make me not really kind of gloss over that information. You know what I mean? So skills are what are important, but for me, certifications is a way to like guide me and like tell me what skills are important. You know what I mean? Which is why I want certifications and why I want more certifications and why I want to pursue more training. Because otherwise I'm like, I don't know, like, how do I know what topics to go after? This website's broken. mm.net setfocus.com is broken. Well, that's part of... I don't know, man. I can't scan this box. That's the problem. I don't know how to get more information out of this box when I can't scan it. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to... It's definitely a web app. There's only one thing running. It's only on port 80, so it has to be... The vulnerability has to be on this web app, but I can't fuzz it with a dir buster, Frost buster. And we tried this exploit in the CSS made simple exploit, and that didn't work. Dr. I don't know how to say it. Nishkemerner. Oh man, I butchered that name. I'm so sorry. Help me pronounce it if you can. But I appreciate you stopping in the chat. How you doing today? Check for a different exploit? No, I want to make this one work. If this one don't work, then none of them works. No, just kidding. Yeah, that's why I backed out and started scrolling down. Actually, this is. You've already tried. Yeah, I tried that already. I tried this one. Remote code execution exploit. Can I show you the MF scan? No, I actually deleted it because there was nothing there. I got rid of it. It's just port 80 and port 22 open. It's running an old outdated version of Apache, but all the hacked boxes are doing that. It didn't really give me anything. Well, it's German. Most people can't pronounce my name. Well, I'm glad to know that I'm not the only one. Have you tried hacking NASA? Consider the number of HOFs, Hall of Fames, on LinkedIn every day. Have you thought to give it a try? You talking about bug bounty? Yeah, I definitely think about doing bug bounty all the time, actually. But the problem is like I don't think I'm ready for bug bounty because I feel like there's so many more skills that I need to know. This is one of the reasons why I'm doing web hacking certifications. I feel like that's another thing. That's another reason why I like certifications. Certifications help with my imposter syndrome. I feel like I don't know something unless you give me, unless there's a certification. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I have to have a certification to like prove to myself that I know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even really feel like I'm a good web hacker because I can't pass OSWA, to be honest with you. I feel like, yeah, that's why I want to get a few web hacking certifications in my belt so I can be like, yeah, I have confidence going into this web application assessment here. That's another reason why I get a bunch of certifications, because I feel like, yeah, anybody can study something and then be like, yeah, I know that, but it's like, do you actually know? And it's like, when I have a certification, it's like, yeah, I do actually know that. I got tested on it, and it wasn't an easy test either. That's another reason why I like certifications. Did Search Boy have an exploit? There's this. I don't know what this is. This is like a write-up of CMS Made Simple that's on Searchploit. But I don't know. Do BSCP? I don't know what BCSP is. BSCP. What is that? And I know, yeah, I do want to do CBBH. It's on my radar for sure. I love Hack the Box, and the fact that I sit here and stream Hack the Box all the time, and I don't have a single Hack the Box certification. I feel like it's a crime. So I do want to get some Hack the Box certs, and everyone's speaking very highly of them, so it's on my radar. What's up, Neo Fetch? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping in. The fact that you have so many certifications and not ready is giving me imposter syndrome. Oh man, that's a lot to know in this field, man. You know, I have 13 certifications. I still feel like there's so much more to learn, so many more things I gotta know. I don't let search dictate how skilled I am. It must be nice. I wish I could have that mentality. My confidence, a lot of my confidence comes from my certifications, and I feel like part of my I feel like without having a bunch of certifications, then I'm not very valuable to employers, you know. Because with the certification, it's like indisputable proof that I know a topic when I have that. It's like, you know, BSCP is the burp suite. Oh, okay. We talked about that last year. I'm like, someone asked me if it was worth it. I'm like, I don't know if it's worth it. I haven't done it, and I haven't seen that many people with it. And the fact that I don't even know the acronym and I'm a certification guru, like, just kind of shows you that it's not really that popular, you know. I know plenty of people without certs in Excel. Yeah, same here. I mean, there's someone I work with, and he is a web hacker. He's a web hacker. And every time he does a web application penetration test, web application assessment, he finds so many high and critical vulnerabilities. And I'm like, oh my god, this is crazy how good you are. And what's weird is like, he did worse. He did worse than me on OSWA. He got 20 points out of 100 on his OSWA, and I got 40 points out of 100 on my OSWA. So you definitely don't need certs to be effective, for sure. But I don't have that mentality. I feel like with a certification, it helps me with my imposter syndrome a lot. No certs, no degrees. Used to make cabinets for a living. Nice. We're off track here. We are an hour into the stream now. Dang, yeah, we're rambling. You guys got to ask me questions. We gotta get this machine powered. Yeah, it's true. Sorry, I'm rambling. I don't know what to do. That's the thing. I don't know how to scan this box, dude. There's well, they won't let you scan it. See, it throttles you. Is there anything in exploit code that needs to be edited? I don't know. I'm even quite sure if this is even vulnerable to this. That's the problem. It says SQL injection. I don't even know where it's injecting it at. What's up, McGregor? Welcome to stream. Thanks for stopping in. Glad to see you here. Man, I interviewed for Safe Security. They hired 2 females who had blank resumes instead of me and my friend. How do you know they had blank resumes, though? And how do you know that they got hired? Like, how do you know who got hired over you? And usually when you apply for places, they just kind of like don't tell you anything. So the fact that you know some more information about you not getting hired is actually a lot more than most places. Most places just ghost you. You have no idea who they hired. You have no idea why they didn't pick you. The fact that you know who they hired for one is huge, and then the second, you know what their resume looks like. That's crazy. How'd you get that information? But that's unfortunate though, that that's the case. Like, blank resumes. But that's the thing. Was one of the things I said in podcast episode number 15 of the Hackers Cache. I said 9 times out of 10 when you don't get hired somewhere, it's a culture fit. It's not that you don't have the skills, it's the fact that you don't fit into their culture. Because I came to that realization because I was sitting in one of my team meetings and they're like, yeah, we got this guy interviewed at the company, he knows exactly what he's doing, he knows how to pen test, he's looking for all the skills we're looking for, literally checked every box, but it wasn't a culture fit. His personality clashed with the way it was in my company, and they didn't hire him just for that, even though he had all the skills and could definitely do the work. So I wouldn't beat yourself up too much about it. Culture fit is, most companies find it more important to hire on culture and personality and trust over raw skill and raw talent, and that's just a fact. I mean, I'm reading a book right now. I'm reading this book right now. It's called Your Next 5 Move by Patrick Bet-David. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he runs the YouTube channel Writeup. I love that channel, and I like Patrick Bet-David. But I read this book, and he talks about that. He's like, I'll hire someone I trust who is lacking in skill over someone who has all the skills that I don't trust. So that's just how it works. That's how they teach us stuff in business, in the business books. You know what I mean? So this is how it is. So I wouldn't get too upset about that if that's what happened to you. Is that allowed? Is what allowed? What's up, Cypher? How's it going? Thanks for stopping in. No, I don't know the version number of the CMS. It just says, where's it at? CMS made simple. We just got a date here, 2004 2019, but we don't have a version number, unfortunately. This is all we're seeing, CMS made simple. That's why you must work on soft skills. But it's more than that, though, because you can have, one company, like, you can have really good soft skills, but if you just don't fit in with that company, you just don't fit in with that company. You know what I mean? Is that allowed? Not hiring on culture or personal feelings? Yeah, it's 100% allowed. You can hire. The only thing that you can discriminate against whatever thing you want when you're hiring people as an employer, except for race, religion, gender, age, sexual orientation. I think that's it. There might be a couple other ones, but for the most part, you can just be like, "Yeah, I don't like you," and then because your hair is blue, you can definitely, yeah, you can definitely discriminate on a lot of stuff. Like, oh, I don't want to hire you because you didn't dress well in an interview. That's a thing. You know what I mean? Like, you can definitely do that. You know, if you go and interview and they don't like the way you talk, they don't like your attitude, they can just be like, nope, see ya. That's totally allowed. In many states, they can also fire you for any reason. Yep, exactly. Which is why it's important to always stay training, because they can just literally get rid of you for whatever reason they want. Oh, you said a bad word in your stream, Kyser? See ya. You get 5 to 10 DMs from headhunters a day? Yeah, me too. Well, not maybe not that many, but I do get 1 or 2 emails. I would say I get like 3 to 5 emails per week, and then I probably get 1 LinkedIn DM per week for people like, hey, you want to hire? But it's like weird. They're not even good jobs either. They're just like crappy jobs. I'm like, I don't know work this crappy job. This one job was like, yeah, we're looking for a pen tester and a cybersecurity engineer, 2 jobs in one, that has 8 years of experience, and they offered $85,000 a year. I emailed them back. I was like, I'm insulted. You're going to give someone 8 years of experience $85,000 a year? It's like, yeah, get out of here with that. Man, are tired of smelling your coffee breath? Get them out of here. That's a fact. That's a fact, dude. Now, obviously, this doesn't apply everywhere. Like, this is just the United States, right? I mean, if you're in another country, your rules are different. I don't really know you guys' rules on hiring. I know in a lot of countries, these European countries, it's actually, it's actually harder to discriminate legally. But in the United States, there is a such thing as legal discrimination, which is nice because you can't, you don't want to work with people you don't want to work with. Like, if this is a guy that, I'm working with, and it's like, why do I want to work with this guy? Just because, you know what I mean? The fact that you can just, hire and fire at will, that's what makes America great, in my opinion. Because, like, I mean, it sounds like a negative thing, but it's a very positive thing, because you can build a company exactly how you want to be built. You can surround yourself with the people you want to be around. You're not forced to be with people you don't want to on your team. Dude, I don't know what to try. I'm all out of ideas. Like, if I had a Ferox Buster, this has got to be a hint over here. I don't know. Not yet live. Under attack. I found an Eeyore DOS protection script that is in place and matches the Apache 400 errors and bans bad IPs. That's why I can't fuzz it, because every time I get a 400 error, if I get a bunch of them, it stops. It bans my IP. So that's why that happens. If you know where to download the proper Donkey DOS protection, please let me know. Mail to JKR, Writeup.hackthebox. I'm still searching through my backups, so if there's any... I'm still searching through my backups, so there is nothing here yet. I'm preparing to go live. Maybe if I do /backups? Not found. I only talk to legit IT recruiters. Yeah, same. What happened when I ran an exploit? It died. I don't know what actually did happen. Let's just run it again, so I can show you. No, I went to robots.txt and I went to /index.html and nothing. I mean, let's try this. Oh, see now. Oh. Yeah, see, this isn't working. See, this shut me down. Too many requests. Now, see, I can't load up the page now because my IP got banned again. If you send too many requests that are in error, it just bans your IP and it just refuses your connection. Oh, you know what I could try? /writeup here. Just refuse my connection again. Did I try a WAF wolf? I did not. Try it with a word list? That's if it crack. That's so the word list is just if it catches an admin password, it'll try to crack it for you right after the fact. But we're not even getting anything. Yeah, but like, I think it has to find something for it to crack though. I don't think crack's gonna do me any good because it's gotta find something. And if I find... I don't think -- crack is a mandatory option for this. I could be wrong, but... You try SQLi without a perimeter? I mean, maybe. Let's try with /writeup. That's one thing I didn't try. Oh, it's working now, look. That's what it was. That's what it was. It was the URL. I had to do a /writeup because that's for the CMS system. But look, it's working now. We're getting some sort of hash here. I should have did -- crack. So it just cracked it immediately. But oh well, we'll just copy and paste this, throw it in our cracker. Salt for password found. Oh, okay, that's a salt. What can I do with the salt? I think I should do -- crack. Found username JKR. That makes sense. That was his email, JKR at something. Hey, this is actually working. We rambled too much. This was actually way easier than what it like. You would think an hour and 15 minutes into the stream I would be struggling, but really I just spent the whole time ranting about OSWA. Are they calling assault? Oh, it's finding... Well, we got off track. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we found the exploit pretty quick, and I ran it a couple times, and I was like, okay, it's not working. But then I was like, oh, I gotta do /writeup on the URL. This has got to be the hash. But I don't think I could crack this hash without having the salt mixed in. So I'm going to have to assume that this cracking mechanism built into this tool is probably the cracking mechanism that I should try. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to get all this information here before I try it because I don't want it to just fail out on me. But I'm going to run the same thing again. So let's try this one more time. But this time we're going to do -- crack path of word list. So we'll do /user share wordless rocku.txt. So it, oh no. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, I thought I got rid of my terminal output here. I can't copy this, bro. I have to quit. I hate how it does that. That's kind of annoying. Oh my gosh. It just prints it over and over again. The way they did this is very strange. Literally just kept printing it over and over again. My output is stupid long. Oh, this terminal output is just atrocious. There we go. Alright, that's what I wanted. Hack the box. Notes. Alright, let's just do that again. And in the meantime, we will change directory, hack the box, /writeup nano hash.txt. We'll just throw this into John. I don't know what kind of hash this is, but John should just figure it out. Hopefully. Did not. Alright, well, let's try hashes.com. Yeah, the tool's gonna crack it, I think, but it's gonna take a second for that to run. So in the meantime, I'm going to find some alternative ways to crack this, because we have to wait for all this to get done first. It's still rolling here. Email found? That's not even the email. It gave me a different email this time. That's weird. Yeah, they say I need the salt. I don't know how to throw in the salt. Yeah, this tool doesn't look good. It works though, so that's cool. I don't like the fact that the email is wrong this time. The email should be jkr@writeup.hackthebox. This is gross output, dude. Just let the script do its thing. Yeah, we're just gonna let it do its thing. This is when we should have started rambling. Is when I was waiting for this to happen. We ran it at the wrong time, guys. Can you show the webpage / write-up? Sure. It's just he's got write-ups for different Hack-the-Box machines. I thought it was funny how he started a write-up for his own box called Writeup, which is funny. But that's why it's called Writeup, is because he got different write-up for different other machines. So that's the write-up thing, and we view the page source here, and that's how we got CMS made simple. That's where we got that information from. This is the only endpoint that I found. I mean, obviously we can go in here, but these are literally just write-ups here. Look, write-up. It says, as usual, we began exploring the machine using mmap, and then you got 0 hosts up. I'm not sure what to make from that. We'll update the post as soon as I have more insights about this hard box that is disguised as an easy. Disguised as easy at Hack the Box. So he's calling the box hard when it's disguised as easy. That's funny. I mean, so far it's been pretty easy. I mean, we got this hash, and we're in the middle of cracking it. Hopefully it cracks soon. And the login page for the CMS, is there any? I don't know. I was just kind of hoping that this password would just work on like SSH, and I could just SSH right in, which was what I was thinking. We can't fuzz this, so it's not like, I mean, maybe we can find a /login or /admin, but we have to do everything manually. So if it's not /login and it's not /admin, then I don't know. I don't know what else to try. I mean, there's obviously a bunch of other things to try, but I'm not gonna hand jam them all in. Alright guys, I made a mistake and I only grabbed one 0 sugar Mountain Dew, and I need another one. I need more caffeine. So I'll be right back while this is cracking. You guys stay awesome. I'll be right back. Did I check the default directory for the CMS? We could do that, yeah. What was the name of the CMS? CMS made simple default login page. That's not what I want.
Access granted.
Yeah, /admin. Luis Perez, thanks for subscribing on the YouTube channel. I appreciate you. It just says /admin. Oh, it's CMS. Well, let's try that. CMS or /admin/login.php. Oh, there we go. The login page right there. I just need to get the password next. But it's not cracking. It's not cracking. I'm gonna throw this in the Hashcat or something. This is taking forever. This seems like it. Oh no, it's working. You can see partial oh no, it's not. Never mind. I don't know if this cracking tool is good though. What kind of hash is this? Is this an MD5? CMS made simple password hash. Type. ND5 plus salt. How do I crack ND5 plus salt though? Hashcat hash codes. When salts get mixed in with stuff, I have a hard time cracking those because I don't know where to put the salt at. You know what I mean? Oh, here we go. Oh, it's just MD5 colon salt. Oh. Let's just try that. Is this the password? No, that's not right. That might be right. Sometimes John the Ripper gets hung up on these weird words, but I've never seen that one before, so that might be right. Exclamation point, exclamation point, Josh 14. Yeah, that might be it. Let's try that out, I guess. I mean, the guy's email is JKR, so might be Josh. JKR. Sign in. No, that didn't work. Okay, well that's okay. We can do hashcat here. Hashcode 10. But there's two MD5s. So do I put the salt first or the hash first? I don't know. There's two of them. There's ND5 with pass and then salt and then ND. Well, we'll try both, I guess. I don't know. Hashcat. Why does Hashcat not have a command here? I always use John the Ripper because John the Ripper is easier because it's easier just to memorize the syntax for John the Ripper. So, gotta go to my Dude, why is it keeps saying like this is what GitHub's been doing for me if I don't log into my GitHub. Like if I'm not logged into GitHub, I can't search my own GitHub. It's kind of weird to me. I don't know. There's like a I don't want you guys to see how many characters are my actual password for my GitHub account. Hold on. Well, it's not that I don't want you guys, but you know, I don't know what kind of malicious actors are watching my streams. You know what I'm saying? I know the homies are homies and would never try to crack my actual password. Alright, so we need see, when I search for hashcat now, no problem. So I got to be logged in just to use GitHub. That's the syntax I want. Hash type code is 10, I think. Is that the code that we... Yeah, because we did pass and then the salt. Next we will try salt and then pass. And see what happens after that. In the meantime, we got nothing on this cracker over here. Did it find it already? It says recovered 0. No. Well, hash.txt. Well, let's take the salt and put it in the front then. Put the salt here, colon. Run the same command, but this time we need to do hash code 20. See if that works. No hash is loaded. Is the salt in the hash.txt? Yeah, it is. Let's try John Ripper again with the salt in front of the... Yeah, see, we got this weird one again. This means it didn't work. Huh. Very unfortunate. Maybe it's not an MD5 hash, you know? Nothing found there. Let's add the salt to it. See if that will help. Nope. Put the salt in the front. Oh. Put the salt in the front. Also hashing algorithms. It found it. So maybe if we put that in there. Couldn't find it. What if I put the hash first, or the salt first? This is why I don't like salts. Salts do make things more complicated. Can't identify it. So I think putting the salt after the hash is the move. So we put the hash first and then the salt. That's is found in hashes.com. So I think that's what we need. Still, this is still trying to find a winner. How does it go through the entire Rocky list that fast? That blows my mind. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't make any sense to me. How does it get through all of Rocky that fast? Like normally it does not go that fast. It takes literal days. What if we just didn't try to crack it? What if we just you know, threw that in there as the password? And see what happens. Nah. I don't know how to crack it. Crack hashcat. Well, I guess hashcat we could be using the wrong hash. So it's in. Let's go back with this. It's saying Joomla plain text plus salt. That's what we tried first. Joomla. There's no Joomla with the salt. Oh yeah, here it is. Let's try this with 11, dude. Not that kind of hash. Alright, well, now we know. HMAC ND5. Let's try that one. A lot here. Key equals pass. Key equals salt. I don't understand. Let's try 50 and then 60. Let's see if that one works. It's not gonna give me an error. Exhausted. Alright, well, let's try 60. Recovered 0. Bro, I don't know. This is wild. I wish this cracker tool would crack it already. I feel like it's been too long. I don't know what's going on. This should be the tool to use. I just asked ChatGPT what kind of hash that was. It's saying use mode 20. ChatGPT said use 20, and we did that, and we didn't get any results. Or maybe we didn't. Did we use 20? Maybe something went wrong with the exploit? That's what I'm starting to think too. Actually, I wasn't starting to think that. Yeah, the email found is wrong. So maybe it is wrong, you know? Because the email found was, we got a different response the first time we ran this. But the hash, the salt and the password that we got's the same, at least from what I can tell. It's hard to tell when it's flickering like this. Oh, there we go. Oh, there it is. RayKJ9. I didn't try hashcode 20 before. Why not? I thought I tried this. Did I not try this? I could have sworn I tried that, dude. How did it work this time? Well, there we go. That's the password, RayKJ9. That's why his username is... Oh, no, never mind. JKR? Oh, that's backwards. Go log into the CMS system. Username, JKR, password. That didn't work. Let's see if this works on SSH. Can't believe it didn't work on the login panel. Hey, that one worked. That's better. We'd rather go straight to SSH rather than go through the CMS system. Easy. That was an easy flag. Just took us a second to crack that. He was being silly. He was being silly. Alright, well, let's see what we can run here. Sudo -L. Sudo not found? What? What? Oh, I'm so... You can just take sudo off the machine, bro? Like, I don't understand. I didn't know that was possible. Oh my gosh. Alright then. ls-la. Well, we don't see nothing here. I don't see any other users on the box, so it looks like we can go straight to root somehow. So what we're gonna do is go back, check out this. I think it's time for You guessed it. Good old friend Winpeas. I can't believe this isn't working anymore, but I don't care. We figured out the password. We're gonna start our HTTP server and we're gonna put some limpies on here.
Access granted.
That guy, IDK, thanks for subscribing on the YouTube channel. I appreciate you. Hey, we got our good buddy back, Limpies. Look at him go. Woo! They say red and yellow is 95% PE vector. This isn't something that normally gets let up. User path local. User/user local games. What does that mean though? I don't understand what that means. Looks like a normal directory to me. How do we know that's how do we know there's a PE vector there? I mean that's worth investigating, but I don't know what that means. The path variables. User local S-bin. User local bin. Why? User local games. Why are these all lighting up? I mean, that's gotta be the PE vector. That's not something that normally lights up like that in LinPs. I just don't know how to exploit that, and I don't know why that's vulnerable. John Bell, thanks for stopping in. I know you've been in the chat for a second, but I think I forgot to welcome you to the stream. I'm sorry. Oh, did you see a MySQL user? Not sure why this is interesting, but we'll go to writable path abuses. Writable path abuses. This is what I want. If you can find that you can write inside some folder on the path You may be able to escalate privileges by creating backdoor inside the writable folder with the name of some command that is going to be executed by a different user, root ideally, and that is not loaded from a folder that is located previously to your writable folder path. You could be allowed to execute some command using sudo, or they could have the suid bit. Check it using. I can't run sudo though. If you find that you can write inside some folder of the path, you may be able to escalate privileges by creating a backdoor inside the writable folder with the name of some command that is going to be executed by a different user, root ideally, and that is not loaded from a folder. I don't know how to. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT how to do this. I'll bring this down so you guys can see what I'm looking at. In a Linux environment, if you find a writable folder in your path, you can potentially escalate privileges by exploiting this path misconfiguration. Here's a breakdown how you might approach it. Key concept. Writable folder and path. If a directory in your path is writable by a non-privileged user, i.e. you, it allows you to inject malicious executable or scripts into that directory. If a higher privileged user like root runs a command that happens to search that directory before others in path, it may execute your malicious code, giving you elevated privileges. What's up, A7? How's it going? You can do ls-ld user local bin, user local s bin. So it says the staff group can write to it? Is that what that means? Am I in this? How do I check my groups? Is it just groups? If I check groups, okay, yes, the staff's group, but how do I check my groups? Is it... Oh, I think I can just do ID, yeah. Groups. Not... Oh yeah, I am part of the staff group, nice. What's up, Hannah? How's it going? Thanks for stopping in. So I can write the... Looks like I can write to this. User local S bin. Sorry guys, I gotta pet my cat. He needs attention. When he needs it, he needs it. I got two of them actually, they're twin brothers. Since these paths are in the root's path, if something running as root can be found, it's possible to drop a file with the same name into one of these directories and it will execute. I can't list the directory. I can't list it, but can I write to it? No, there's no way. If I can't list it, then I definitely can't write to it, right? Your Persian cat ran away. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's awful. Create a backdoor script called Vim. This triple copy of Vim bash and give it SUID, allowing any user to execute it with root privileges. Wait for root to execute Vim. Well, root's not going to execute Vim. Magic23, thanks for following on Twitch. I appreciate you. SSH DKR at Hamada Kairi. Hope I'm saying that right. Thanks for following on Twitch. Appreciate you. Get another show on the machine here. And we're gonna put PSPY on here. Is it just PSPY 64? Yep. Nice. This is good to see what's running on the machine. It says everything is getting ran automatically. So root has to be executing something. If this is the way. Yeah, it's running a cleanup script. It's user bit sbin cron. It's running. Just run a bin/sh. It looks like. So if I modify this, I'm gonna give this a ChatGPT. I think if I just instead of doing vim specifying bin sh, it will work. Let's give this a ChatGPT and see what it says. I did not mean to do that. I wanted to copy all of this. Stop. I wanted to give it all this information. Are you able to edit that Perl script? What Perl script? Oh, the cleanup.pl. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Can't even list it. Check permissions on root/bin directory. Permission denied. Then check if any directories in the path are writable. Oh, this is my own path. The user local bin. I don't think I've ever exploited these a path variable before. I can't believe it's actually helping me this much. ChatGPT used to not help you with this kind of stuff, so I'm really glad that it came around and actually helps you with CTFs now. It's pretty nice. I don't consider ChatGPT as cheating. It is it's a tool in my book. It's no different than grabbing a script off GitHub and running that thing. You know what I mean? In my opinion, it's just another tool. And it explains what it's doing too. That's what's nice. You know what I mean? It explains it better, like, because it writes it better than what most people can write. You know what I mean? Like, if I found a blog on this, like, this is way more understandable than what most humans can write. It's very clean, and it gives you all the information. It gives you more information than you actually need, which is nice. ChatGPT just changed the world. So we need to do these steps, then move the script to this. Wait for the cron to run as root. After root access. Alright, let's see if that works. That should work. I want to move this off screen so I can just copy and rapid fire these. So I think we have to be kind of quick here because of the cleanup script. I guess I could have copied all these at one time, but we'll do it one line at a time here. Wait for the cron job to run, and then after it runs, we run this. So after this, after this runs again. Okay, this should give us root access. Or not. That counts on a lot of groups. Yeah, it is. That didn't work. I gotta wait for this to run again, but I doubt this is gonna work. I feel like the cleanup script is it's reverting all my changes. So I think there's another PE vector here. I don't know. I'm confused. What's up, Haley Makes Music? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping in. How you doing today? I'm thinking the cleanup script's deleting something. I don't know. Let's go back to the linpiece output. What type of permissions do you need to change? I'm trying to change the path permissions, and we're trying to put a malicious script in these paths. And then when root executes whatever it's executing, it's supposed to give me root access once it runs it, but it's not. I'm thinking the cleanup script is cleaning it up. I think it's part of the cleanup script, personally. Or ChatGPT told me how to do it wrong. One or the other. What am I trying to get into? I'm trying to privilege escalate. So I hacked into the box. I'm in the machine. Now I'm trying to escalate my privileges to get root access, which is this administrator account on Linux machines. And this is a tool I use called linps, and basically reveals certain privilege escalation vectors. And it highlights things that might be of interest. So we're trying to exploit this here right at the moment. This path. And then there's another one down here. This is the same thing. I think there's more down here too. Yeah, see? But I don't know how that would... Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know how to exploit this. Yeah, I've never exploited a path variable before, I don't think. And if I have, I forgot. Did not mean to close Firefox, but thank you for the last year, bros. You've actually inspired me to start doing hack the box myself. I've done 7 boxes now. A great way to learn. Keep doing your thing. Yeah, thanks for watching, Ryan. I appreciate you being here, and I'm glad I inspired you to do hack the box yourself. That's one of the reasons why I do these, is to give people some inspiration and you know, motivate them to go out and learn this stuff and join the field. And but another reason why I do it is so I can get better myself. It keeps me, the fact that, yeah, when I stream these, it's like, man, I definitely don't skip weeks, because I got people relying on me every week. I'm like, oh, I can't miss a stream because there's people that watch these now. But congrats on the 7 boxes. That's a big deal, man. These aren't easy when you're first getting started. I mean, this is my 103rd machine, and I'm stuck right now. So, it's just good exercise to just always do. I don't really know what to do. This is a new territory for me. I mean, maybe this cron job ran. Yeah, it's not working. I think the cleanup script's just a cleanup script. That, yeah.
Access granted.
Is it Lucky 5112? Thanks for following on Twitch. I appreciate you. So it looks like it's running bin/sh. Well, let's look. I don't. I can't write to any of these. Guess we can try SUID binaries. Expiry, cron tab. Well, let's check this out. Let's check out GTFO bins. I think Expiry, I've never seen that one before. Expiry, nope. Cron tab, command, sudo, I don't have sudo permissions. BSD, right? No. PK, exec, nope. Eject. I don't know why these are lighting up. I think ChatGPT's just not giving me the info I want. I don't know how to exploit the group writable files at all. I'm stuck. I don't know what else to try. Ports are open are 22 and 80, but we're already on the machine, so it doesn't matter what ports are open because we're already on the inside of it. We're trying to escalate our privileges. We're trying to find some sort of misconfiguration here. I just don't understand why this use your local bin and use your local games is I don't know how to exploit this. There's not that many tutorials. So Tech with Security, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Another CTF magic string. Huh, I don't know, man. I don't know what to do with this. This write-up's kind of bad. I'm not understanding it at all. JBT's write-up looked good, but it didn't work. I might go to guided mode here in a second, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna check guided mode. I don't even know if I'm on the right track at this point. Oh, this one doesn't have a guided mode. This one does not have a guided mode. Hackthebox lied. They said all easy machines have guided mode, and that was a lie. This is the second one we found that doesn't have a guided mode. And that's the ones that I needed help with. Imagine the ones that I didn't even try to use guided mode on. I bet you some of those didn't have guided mode either. Let's see here. The write-up for write-up. Yeah, staff does stick out as non. As staff, we can write this local bin. Okay, we knew that. Linpiece told us that. Both these paths are typically as root user path, which means they could be replaced a program that root is likely to run out of these directories to malicious file containing a payload. We did put PSPY. As we SH into the machine, root uses SH to run user bin environment. We can set the see the message today was called the file 10 uname was accessed. For real? Did they say that? I don't say nothing like that. Path hijacking, that makes sense. Staff allows users to add local modifications to the system's /local without needing root privileges. Note that executables in user local bin are in the path variable of any user, and they may override executables in bin user bin with the same name. Compare with group admin, which is more related to monitoring /security. Trying to crack a blowfish hash, however, the number 3200 isn't working. But I think that is the number for it. You might have a different kind of hash. It might not be a blowfish hash. Or you got a bad word list. Or it's a super strong password and it's not crackable because it's a super strong password. Alright, so this is what we missed here. Okay. So let's go and clear this out. And we're going to run PSPY again, right? We're going to exit this. So basically, when we SSH in the box, root runs this thing right here. And the reason why we missed it was because, yeah, see, when we SSH in the box, root runs sh-c user bin environment. We missed this because we didn't SSH into the box after we ran PSPY. See you, Mr. Nomad. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the support as always. See you next time. Take care. Basically, if we replace run parts, yeah, if we replace run parts, then we can become root. That's exactly what it's doing here. Echo E. So basically, if we run this, what? Can't access user local bin run parts? No such file directory. That's very strange. It doesn't exist, so the file summon exploit doesn't exist. Well, that's just amazing. I don't understand how it doesn't exist. So it runs uname. Well, let's try this with the uname instead of run parts. What's up, Jug Pearl? Thanks for hopping in. Glad to see you here. What am I doing? I am hacking the box on Hackbox. We are about to get root privileges on this machine. Syntax there, expected token. I think there's a space here. I wonder if that's supposed to be a space. We can SSH onto the box, and then yeah, look, we're root now. Or who am I? No, we're JKR. Oh, we messed something up. Oh no, never mind. We can we just have to do /bin/bash p. Yeah, now we're root. No, we're not. Oh yeah. If you do an ID, we're not root, but if we do who am I, we are root. So if we do cat/root/root.txt, and that's the root flag. But so the thing here that we need to know is that uname got ran when we SSH'd. The official write-up said to modify how find out. Well, we found out that the path was vulnerable through linps. Kind of. Well, not really. Oh yeah, it did. But the problem is we needed to find something that ran as root, and that was what we got hung up on. But now we know how to replace a binary if it gives us that again. I'm not explaining this the best way. Let me try to explain this a little better. So when we log in as root, when we log in SSH, this gets ran right here. Where's that? Let me try to find it. I'm lost in the sauce now. This gets no, not that one. Hold on. Let me just redo it all. Let me submit the root flag real quick because it's still my clipboard. This was not too easy, in my opinion. So when we this PSPY, this keeps track of what's going on in the machine, like what's getting ran at any moment in time. So you can see it's kind of blank right now. This is a cleanup script that gets ran every minute. This isn't important to what we're doing. So you'll see a couple of these in here as we do this. Mo Chebs, thanks for subscribing on YouTube. But if we SSH, and the reason how we SSH is because we found a password by other means earlier in the stream. But once I found this password, I was able to log into the box. And when you log into the box, this gets executed right here. sh-c, user bin environmental, path, run parts. At first we tried to change run parts, but that didn't work for us. And then we realized that we can change it's different now because we already exploited it. I guess it's not going to show me again. But basically it was saying that we can exploit uname. and we replace uname. Devontae Roundtree, woman in the stream, thanks for stopping. Glad to see you here. Curious, why do you wear a business attire when hacking and not a dark hoodie? There's a few reasons. Number one reason is because, well, when I originally created my YouTube channel, I did so because I wanted to demonstrate to employers that I had skills to be a pentester. And pentester is a profession. And I wanted to look like what I would look like in an interview. That way, if an employer watched my video, they'd be like, all right, that guy's dressed professionally, he looks good. This isn't a side hobby, this isn't a hobby, this is like my profession, right? And I wanted to look good on those videos. And so I basically wore the same thing I would wear in an interview. That's why I wear a tie and a nice shirt. And so that's number one, to impress employers. Number two is because people who aren't employers, like, I don't know if you're an employer or not, but let's assume you're not. I wanted to show that this isn't a hobby for me. This is my profession. And if you Google the word professional, you're going to get a bunch of people. If you go to Google Images and you type in professional, you're going to get a bunch of people wearing suits. Now, I don't wear a suit on the stream, but I have worn my suit in a couple YouTube videos, but it's not something I bust out that often. But I do wear a nice shirt and tie because, if you, like I said, you Google the word professional, boom, you get a suit. So that's another reason why. Number three is to stick out. Not many people are doing that. You know, I don't know anybody else that's making YouTube videos with the tie in every video, and so it differentiates me from everybody else that's doing the same stuff as me. And then last but not least, I just like it, dude. It gives me confidence. You know, you ever hear the saying, if you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you play good. When you play good, you eat good. That is the mentality I have. So I like to look sharp. I like to look sharp everywhere I go. This is exactly, who just followed? Jug Pearl, thanks for following. So yeah, it gives me confidence I just like wearing it. I used to be a blue collar worker. I used to wear coveralls. I used to wear flame resistant shirts, or not shirts, but coveralls. Is that the word? Yeah. And an oil refinery. I used to be very blue collar, right? And I was like, man, it'd be nice to have an office job. I always said that, right? I'm like, man, I'd love to just wear a suit every day instead of wearing these stupid flame retardant suit that I got to wear because I work in an oil refinery. You know what I mean? With paint all over me, and so part of me, it's a thing where it's like, it symbolizes the fact that I escaped the blue collar life. And if you're a blue collar worker, or if you know people with blue collar workers, you know, that's great. We need people that are blue collars and people that work in the trades. That's where I came from. That's where my whole family still works at to this day. But for me, wearing a nice shirt symbolizes the fact that I escaped out of that. And I say escape because that's not where I belong. That's not what I have passion about. A lot of people have passion working, like, you know, if you're an electrician or whatever, you know, they love their job. If you're a carpenter, people like doing stuff with their hands. That's not me. I like doing stuff on the keyboard and with my brain, and that's just where I belong. So wearing a nice shirt symbolizes my transition from blue collar to white collar. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons why. I get asked that question a lot. So and I just stuck with it. You know, everyone's like, well, I just wear a hoodie, a hacker hoodie. It's like, well, I'm a hacker, yeah, but I'm a professional ethical hacker, you know. And that's another thing, like, people who aren't in the field, you know, if they do stumble across these videos, I don't want to, you know, I want to show people, like, this is a profession. You know, this isn't a hobby for me. It is a hobby, don't get me wrong. I'm doing this for fun, right? And I enjoy doing what I do and learning, but at the same time, it is my profession. And I dress professionally. It's a long explanation on why I wear these. And I that probably won't be the last time I explain this, because people would DM me a lot with that question too. And like I said, this is just how I want to dress too. You got to take that in consideration. I enjoy wearing nice shirts. When I went to a cybersecurity conference, this is what I was wearing. Well, I wasn't wearing this exact shirt, but I was wearing, you know, dress shirt, dress pants, tie. And I was like one of the only people with a tie in that conference. There's a few people out there. Some people had a suit on without a tie. But I feel like not that many people wear a tie, so it makes you stick out. And I actually got a compliment. And he's like, nice tie. I was like, thanks. So, yeah, it just makes me feel good. And it's what I would normally wear in a professional setting. Now, I don't wear this when I go to the grocery store. I don't wear this when I'm studying off camera. You know, it's not like I'm wearing this all the time. But if I'm showing up to a conference, I'm showing up to an interview, I'm showing up to a business meeting, I'm showing up to a stream or a video, this is what I'm wearing. You know, typically when I'm out in public, I'm usually just wearing blue jeans and a flannel. I'm not much of a polo shirt kind of. I don't like polo shirts. I don't like collared shirts that are short sleeve. Do not like them. Do not like them. I think they're a little tacky. I mean, if that's you, then more power to you. It's just not my thing. I know a lot of people like them. They're like, you know, business casual is a polo shirt, and that's okay. With khakis, but I'm not a. Yeah, I like to wear the whole long sleeve thing. What should we do? Should we try to put another box real quick? We got an hour left on the stream, or should I just call it quits? I think I'm gonna call it quits, guys, because normally I would end the stream like 2 hours ago. We started the stream late today because I had an exam last night, and no, you don't want me to quit the stream? Do another box. Oh, can you answer my question? Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry I missed your question. Jug Pearls asks, how do you find the passwords using Hydra? There was no fail to ban to brute force the pass. What password? Are you trying to do a different box? We didn't brute force anything with Hydra in this box. The password for SSH? Oh, for the one that we found? Okay, so to sum it up, basically we went to this box here. So this is what we found, and we found that /writeup is a thing, right? And once we got in here, we did right click view page source, and we saw this CMS made simple. And once we saw that, we looked for exploits. So I literally just copied this, opened up a new tab, typed in CMS made simple exploit, found this exploit right here, literally copied pasted this exploit into here. So let me show you how this exploit works. We had some trouble. We had to do a bunch of configuration right here because I had to, at least this is my history of my commands. So we tried to run Python 3. We found out it wasn't a Python 3 script. It was a Python 2 script. So then I ran Python 2. And then it said, hey, you gotta install some stuff. So I did set up tools, and then I installed term color, which I needed those for the exploit. And then I ran exploit again. Didn't work because I needed to put a URL. That didn't work. Just because we had to do -u. That didn't work. So we found out that we actually had to do /writeup, and this is what worked. Oh, we got her in the wrong directory. Change directory. Hack the box / what's the name of the street? Writeup. Yeah, so we're in this again. So basically, this thing will brute force. See how it's just finding things out, and after some time, we're gonna speed this up. But after some time, it gives us this information here. that exploit gave us this information. It gave us a salt, it gave us the username, it gave us an email, and it gave us a password. Now this is a password hash, and the way we crack this is by doing this. So we did hash.txt. So all we did was I just put the hash here, colon, and salt, and then we did hashcat dash m. Oh man, it was like 20. Let's look here. I think it was. I forget the exact command. It was hashcat. But 20 is the code that we wanted to use, and we cracked it with hashcat. We didn't use Hydra. Hopefully that makes sense. What exam did I do? I did the OSWA. Unfortunately, I didn't pass. I failed it for the 3rd time, and I'm very upset about it. I was literally irate about it. And the only reason why I got over it was I was so mad. I mean, I was furious. I haven't been that mad for a minute, because after you fail the exam 3 times, you're like, man, what the heck? But yeah, I got over it pretty quickly, because I don't know what was going on outside my apartment, but there was several people just yelling and screaming at the top of their lungs, like sounded like some kind of argument. And I was like, you know, I failed my exam, but at least my life isn't that bad. And I got over it real quick. But I was pissed. Oh, sorry for my language. Guys, I'm not all. Sometimes I'll say a bad word every now and again on these streams. On my YouTube videos and my podcast, I cut them out, but I can't cut them out on the live stream. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah. Which one? OSWA, the OffSec Web Assessor. Not Web Obsessor. Web Assessor. OSWA. You run Kali on your PC or virtual machine? I do a virtual machine. I use VMware. In all fairness, I failed COSA 2 times and passed it the 3rd time. I wrote it too easy. 2 weeks the 1st time, and 2nd time, and 2 months 3rd time. Yeah, I'm not used to failing, dude. I mean, I have 13 certifications. I've only failed 2 of them. I failed CCNA 1 time, and by a very narrow margin. When I got done with that, I felt like, okay, I just need to study a little bit harder. I just need to go back in the course and try again, and that's what happened. All right, so I failed OSWA for the 3rd, 1 time, and I'm like, okay, let me just try again. Okay, failed again, whatever. Well, I told a story earlier in the stream. I'll say it again, Tech Cody, but can I just call you Cody? Is that okay? But when I failed the 1st time, I took the exam and I didn't really feel that ready for it, because just to see why not, because I have OffSec Unlimited, I have unlimited retries. I was like, well, the best practice for the exam is the exam itself, and then if I fail, no big deal, I got unlimited retries. And that's what happened. I'm like, I did pretty good, actually. I did pretty good on the 1st attempt, and the 2nd attempt also did pretty good, but just came up just short again. And I wasn't mad that time, because that was the day I signed a job offer for my current company. So it was actually a huge win that day. I was like, dude, I failed my exam, but I just got a new job. So I spent more time. Well, I don't want to say I spent more time signing my paperwork for my new company, but I spent a lot of time. I spent the bulk of that day, signing all the HR paperwork. During the middle of my exam, I'm sitting here signing HR paperwork. I'm signing my offer letter. I'm all this stuff, emailing the HR people, my manager, all these people. And I was so excited that I didn't care if I failed them, because I just got a new job. So then my 3rd time, which was yesterday, I was like, okay, all I gotta do is go through the course again. I went through the course again, and I was like, all I gotta do is pay attention to the course, and I'm probably gonna get this. Went through the course again, and I just felt cheated, because I was like, dude, I went through the course and I understand the course 100%. I've done it twice now, and there's nothing in that course that even somewhat confuses me. You know what I mean? And then I go in the exam and it's like, well, this isn't on a course. This isn't in a course. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm mad about it, because it's like I feel like the course isn't good enough. They didn't prepare me enough. because I know how to study, and I can memorize an entire course. You know, I've been doing it for years, and I'm like, well, what can I do? And that's why I'm mad, because I feel like the course doesn't prepare you for it. It's like, what can I do if I memorize the entire course, and I know everything at the back of my hand in the course? Like, you know what? There's nothing I can do. What's up, really, Shell? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping in. How's it going? The cert exam is very hard. Yeah, they're all hard. I mean, even the easy ones, the quote-unquote easy ones, are very difficult. You're doing TCM PMPT exam next month. Good luck. So with that being said, I'm gonna be doing the TCM security practical junior web tester is what I'm gonna do next. I want to get a web hacking cert, and if it's not OSWA, then it's gonna be something else. They change questions between retries. Yeah, on the multiple choice certification exams. Should I keep going with Hack the Box CPTS, or should I go PMPT first? My goal is OSCP. If you're already halfway or even partially the way through Hack the Box CPTS and you've already paid money for it, I would stick with CPTS. Although CPTS is supposed to be harder than OSCP. So if you fail CPTS, you get a free retake as long as you take the retake within a certain amount of time period. I don't know the time period. So if you fail twice, I wouldn't worry about it too much, because it is a very hard, difficult exam. I would go OSCP right after CPTS, regardless if you fail or pass CPTS, in my opinion. And if you what do you have other than CPTS? Do you have like an EJPT, or do you have like a TCM Security Junior Pentester? Because if you have a Junior Pentester cert, you're already good. I feel like going straight to CPTS might be a big leap, but if you're understanding the content in CPTS, then you're good. If you're doing hack the box machines and stuff, you're probably fine. You probably don't need a Junior Pentesting cert. Yeah, Net plus Sec plus USA took Pentest plus Beta. Oh yeah, you're good. I mean, Pentest plus isn't really a Pentest cert in my opinion, which is funny to say. I have Pentest plus. Yeah, I mean it's better than nothing. It's bare basic, yeah. You're fine. You know what I mean? You got the basics now. And I think going to CPTS, you're in a good spot. Just know it might be a little challenging. You might fail twice, and if you do, I would just go straight to. I would either go straight to OSCP, and depending on how well you do on CPTS, like if you just absolutely bomb and you have no idea what you're doing, then I would go after EJPT or the TCM Security Junior Pentester. I would lean more towards the TCM Security Junior Pentester because it's more realistic. It has no multiple choice questions, it has no flags it captures, and it requires a report, and it's good for life. So it's got and it's the same price, so it's a better cert than EJPT in my opinion. I use EJPT. I would have went TCM Security Junior Pentester, but TCM Security Junior Pentester didn't exist when I did EJPT, so I didn't do it. Which one's more difficult, OSCP or OSWA? For me, 100% OSWA. I mean, we're just talking about it. I failed OSWA 3 times. I failed OSCP 0 times, and I took it, passed it on my first try. So, I think OSCP is significantly easier than OSWA, but it's not because the exam is harder. It's because the course for OSCP is better than the course for OSWA. So, put this in perspective. OSCP has 57 lab machines. Let's go full screen. I'm just talking at this point. We're not even looking at the terminal. But OSCP has 57 lab machines, right? And OSWA has 8. See what I mean? There's way more practice for OSCP than there is OSWA. And that's what makes OSWA harder, because the course, like I said, doesn't prepare you for the exam. If they just made the course a little bit longer, they put in a few more exercises and, you know, a handful more challenge labs, it would be a different story. It would be about the same difficulty. But because the course is significantly shorter and there's only a fraction of the practice challenge exams, that's what makes OSWA harder than OSCP, in my opinion. So you're talking about the PJPT, Practical Junior Pentester? Yes. Over EJPT, yes. That's exactly what I'm saying, Cody. If you do good on CPTS, like if you pass CPTS, then you're good. You don't need to do PJPT or EJPT. Like, don't go backwards because CPTS, in my opinion, is not a junior pen tester cert. It's like a regular like real pen testing cert, you know. And if you almost get CPTS, like you're going through that exam, you're like, oh, I'm just missing a couple things, and you fail twice. Rather than spending the money on CPTS again, I would spend the money on OSCP because you probably have enough to pass OSCP. Because CPTS is supposed to be, from my understanding, harder than OSCP. That's what everyone keeps saying. I haven't heard anybody say OSCP was harder than CPTS yet. What's up, Call Me? Thanks for stopping in. How you doing today? What do you do for your day job? What do you do in your day job? I do penetration tests. I mean, pretty much what we're doing here, we're just hacking away. And I mean, it's a lot more on the job than that. You have to talk to customers, you have to talk to clients. Like, I go in there, I look at the vulnerability scans, I confirm what the vulnerability scans are saying. And then after I do confirm all that stuff and write it in a report, I start doing a manual pen testing, and then I just try to break in, and then, you know, report the vulnerabilities, and I just spend all day trying to break in. And Hack the Box is pretty relative because you're doing stuff on a terminal and you're doing a lot of the same tools. But the thing with Hack the Box is easier than real pen testing because these misconfigurations that you run into on Hack the Box, they, from what I'm seeing, doesn't exist in the real world. The real world is a lot more secure than Hack the Box, if that makes sense. But it definitely helps. I mean, if you watch my video, it's called I Pwned 100 Hack the Box machines. It's one of my most recent videos. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. No, it was a week ago. A week and a couple days ago. I basically said Hack the Box is nothing like real world pen testing, but it's the best practice you can get. If that makes sense. And then yeah, you gotta talk to clients, you gotta figure out where their concerns are, like, hey, we got this app and this is what we're concerned about, and you know. So it's like pen testing, it's like doing Hack the Box on a large network. We're talking sometimes hundreds of machines you'll find on that network. And that's what makes it hard. And you only get a limited amount of time. You can't cover everything, unfortunately. I have a question. Can you give us a map or plan for 2 months to get OSCP? 2 months OSCP? That's rough. That's hard to do. I did it in like 85 days or something just under 3 months. I did it. It's possible to do in 2 months if you spend all day every day on it. I mean, I was doing 3 to 5. So on the weekdays, I was doing about 4 hours a day, and then on average, and then on the weekends, I was doing about 10 to 12 hours a day on average. And I did that for about 89 days straight, taking maybe less than 5 of those days off. Not even kidding. And I got it in 3 months. So if you want to do it in 2 months, you're looking at 8 hours a day on the weekdays, and you're looking at another, 12 to 14 hours a day on the weekends, and no days off. But it also depends on what your skill set is. If you've been hacking for a long time, then you probably 2 months is going to be nothing for you. But if you're new to hacking or if you don't have any other hacking certs, then it's going to be very hard to do that. But it's possible. But just go through the course. That's the map. Like, OffSec gives it to you. Go through that course and then do all the challenge machines, or as many as you can before your exam day. I did 40 out of 57. I think a lot of people get hung up on getting the next shiny cert. I love certification. I don't think there's a problem with getting hung up on certifications personally. Come here, buddy. My cat's throwing a fit. Come here. Yeah, I think oh my god. I think certifications are really good to have. I wouldn't be where I am without certifications personally, and that's why I still keep going after certifications. It really helps a lot. I mean, obviously there's people that thrive without having certifications, but not me. I gotta have them. I feel like I'm not progressing if I don't get them. If I don't get a certification, then I just feel like I'm staying stagnant. Someone just followed.
This demo is for educational purposes.
M. Birch. Oh my gosh, how do you say this? M. Birch Ender. I can't say it. I don't know what that means. But thank you for following. I appreciate you. You're Italian. Embry. Yeah, I don't know how to say that. It's all one word, it looks like. But thanks for stopping and glad to see you in the chat. Am I hacking alone? Yeah, actually, most of the time I am. Believe it or not, I get assigned a task and I get to do that. Now, if I get stuck on something or if I need help with something, I can reach out to a team member. But for the most part, it's on me to do my job by myself. You find Hide the Box closer than HCB or others? I don't know what you mean by that, Cody.
Access granted.
Is it Bader911? Thanks for following on Twitch. I appreciate you. You know programming language? Yeah, I'm really good at Python. Well, I don't say really good at Python. I'm not like a developer or anything, but I have an intermediate understanding of Python, yes. Which really helps. I'm doing the Google Cybersecurity, Sec Plus, Net Plus, then want to go SCP is a good path, or also enrolled on TCM Security. I would not, for me, I wouldn't go for the Google Cybersecurity certification. I think it's kind of a waste of time, if I'm honest with you. I would go straight to Net Plus. I would do Net Plus before Sec Plus. I would do Network Plus first, Sec Plus second, and then if you want to get into pentesting, get Pentest Plus third. Then after Pentest Plus, I would get the TCM Security Junior Penetration Tester. It's a PJPT, a Practical Junior Penetration Tester. Then after PJPT, get OSCP. And after OSCP, you should be able to land a job, or at least start getting interviews. That's the path I would take. I want to learn English. I love cybersecurity and penetration testing. Nice. Can you repeat the path, please? I wasn't listening. I want to make a video about this eventually. I haven't got around to it yet. But if you, it's on my blog though. Check out on my blog, kyserclark.com, my path from sysadmin to pentester. It's one of my most popular blogs. It's literally on the homepage. You can't miss it. But it'll say it in there. But basically, what I recommend is Network Plus first. Get that as a first certification. Second certification, Security Plus. Third certification, I would get, if you want to be a penetration tester, Pentest Plus. Fourth certification, Practical Junior Penetration Tester from TCM Security. That's PJPT. And then after that, for our 5th certification, OSCP. Now, there's a lot of people that say you don't need that many certs. That's the path that I took. Matter of fact, I got more certs than that, but I think those are like the essential certs to get on the journey. Because you gotta understand, if you take baby steps, you're gonna feel like you're winning along the way. If you try to go straight for OSCP as a first certification, it's possible, definitely possible. A lot of people have done it, but you're gonna get your butt kicked. Like you will, like it will beat you up bad. But if you take baby steps and you learn a little bit at a time, that's why I recommend a lot of certs. It's more expensive route. It's not. This isn't a cost-friendly budget route, right? Certifications are expensive, but it's worth it. It's worth every penny. You're gonna get your money back when you land your first job, like after, like, yeah, you'll get your money back after like a month of working. So, because yeah, if you do that path, you're gonna land a 6-figure job. If you're in the United States, obviously. If you're outside the United States, I don't know what the pay scales are, but in the United States, if you have OSCP and you're making under 6 figures, then you're underpaid. How many times it took you to get all those certs? I passed every certification on my first try, except for CCNA, which isn't a thing that I would recommend you get if you want to be a pen tester. And I failed OSWA, which is what I took yesterday, which I wouldn't get OSWA until after you get OSCP. I have a lot of other certifications too, but I would say they're not as relevant. It's nice to pick up the CompTIA certs if you can go get the beta. Like for example, I picked up the CYSA Plus, passed my first try because I took the beta. It was only $50, so it was a no-brainer for me to do. I didn't even study for it, and I was like, I'll just go in and get it. You didn't say the time it took you? Oh, that's what you're asking for. I thought you said how many. I thought you was asking how many tries. For time, well, Security Plus took me 3 months. No, Security Plus took me 4 months. And that's studying about that's studying about 5 hours a day every day for 4 months, and maybe taking 5 of those days off at most. I overstudied for that one because I was scared to death of failing, because I was in the Air Force, and if you failed too many times in that certification, they reclassed you into a new job, and I didn't want that to happen, so I had no choice but to pass. I mean, obviously if I would have failed, they would have given me more tries because I didn't get in trouble or anything. But if you fail, they basically, if you failed 4 times, they basically put you in a different job, and I just didn't want that stress on me. I was like, I'm just gonna pass my first try, so I just obsessed over it. So I overstudied for that one, but it was my first certification, and that's why I don't recommend it as a first certification, because it is hard. Now, plus, I didn't study for it at all because CCNA I did. CCNA took me about 5 months. I failed that one the first try, so it took me an extra month, probably an extra 2. Yeah, I would say a total of 5 to 6 months to get that certification, honestly. And that's same time, you know, 3 to 4 hours every day, 10 hours on the weekends, taking very minimal days off. But after that, CCNA is a much harder certification than Network Plus, so after that I just got the Network Plus. So realistically, you get the Network Plus in 2 to 3 months if it's your first certification, if you study every day. Pentest Plus took me literally Pentest Plus took me like 3 weeks, I think, or maybe 4, maybe a month. One of the shorter ones for me. EJPT took me 1 month, a little less than a month. OSCP took me 80 something days. Took me just under 3 months. But I took a lot of other certifications in between all of these certs. Like I got the CISSP, I got Cloud Plus, Linux Plus, COISA Plus. What else? CEH, I got that one too. I learned Python along the way. Overall, like, you combined all that, it took me 3.5 years to get OSCP. Like to go from the point of nothing to OSCP took me about 3.5 years, 4 years. What squadron were you in? BMT? Bulldogs here? Oh gosh, why can't I remember the number? Is it 320? 320th Gator? Is that what it is? I know it was a Gator. Was it 320? How did I forget this? Dude, I hated basic training. I honestly don't remember much about it. I think, yeah, 320th Gator. 320. I think that's right. Yeah. You think following the bug bounty path on Hack the Box and pentester path on Hack the Box will help for those certs? Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Those are going to be harder than those certs. Right? Harder than Net Plus and Sec Plus. Net Plus and Sec Plus, not easy, but they are the easiest certifications along the path. That's why I recommend them first. They're not easy by any stretch of the imagination. I'm seeing tons of people fail Security Plus. I mean, left and right. That's another reason why I like overstudied for Security Plus, because I'm telling you, like, the pass rate when I was in the Air Force was like 30%. Like, only 30% of the people were passing on their first try. I'm like, oh, that's not good. What are you doing now, Cody? You said you're bored with what you're doing now? I'm assuming you're doing some kind of tech if your name's Tech with Cody, but I could be wrong. Can you show us how you do port scan? I have a video on YouTube on Nmap, but right here is how I normally do it. Nmap, well, this is a more complicated one. Like, if you just want to do a port scan, like a basic one, you would just do Nmap and then the IP address, not NAMP. That's not how you type that. Nmap, like that, and then you can do -P and you can specify the ports if you want to do certain ports. This will scan the top 1,000 ports. If you want to do all ports, you would do -P like this. It will scan every port. It's going to take some time, so if you're going to scan all ports, I would recommend doing a -T4. Speed it up a little bit. -T5 is a little too fast and it misses ports. And then I would do a -SS for a SYN scan. It's a half connection, so it goes a little bit faster. So if you're gonna do all ports, that's what I would do. That's the basics of Nmap right there. Or you can do what I do. I do Rust scan like this. This is extremely quick. This is why I use Rust scan. But I can scan all the ports in a matter of moments. You know what I mean? I need to make a video about Rust scan and other uncommon tools, but yeah, I got a video on Nmap. I'd highly recommend watching it over on my YouTube channel. So it's actually my third most watched video, right? Yeah, my third most watched video is my Nmap video. It's a good video. Will I do a new box? Man, we're kind of rambling for a minute. We don't got time, unfortunately. You guys asked me a lot of questions, so I got distracted. I didn't load up a new box. So I'll finish up any more questions you guys have, and then I'm gonna get off because I got some other things I gotta do. When's the next stream? So I do streams every Thursday and every Sunday. Sunday, this is a weird time that I normally do. Normally I'm not streaming at this time. Normally my Sunday streams are noon Eastern time. They start at noon and they end at about 4 p.m. Eastern time. And on Thursdays I do 7 p.m. Eastern time streams. So the next stream will be Thursday. Every Thursday, every Sunday. And if you're always wondering to know when my next stream is, there's two ways you can do it. If you look at the schedule on, well, there's multiple ways you can do it actually. Whatever platform you're on, actually, the schedule's there. Except for Kick. Does Kick have a schedule? I don't know if Kick has a schedule or not. I don't know. Twitch definitely has a schedule. So check the schedule on Twitch if you're watching on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, if you go to my homepage, youtube.com/Kyser Clark, if you scroll towards the bottom of that initial page, you'll see upcoming live streams. It'll tell you exactly when the next stream is going to be. Shellshock 1337. Thanks for following on Twitch. I appreciate you. That's a great name, by the way. Love it. And then if you're on LinkedIn, same thing. Go to my posts. Go to my most recent posts. You can, or go to my LinkedIn and go to events, and you'll see when it's scheduled. So I always schedule these out in advance. You can always see when I'm going to schedule the next stream. So I think Kick is the only place I stream that doesn't have the schedule built into the platform. How many cybersecurity jobs in your country, SOC analyst type? I don't know. You'd have to check Indeed for that information. That's where I would go. I would just type in cybersecurity analyst, SOC analyst on Indeed, and you can get a number. But whatever the number is, I would cut it in about half, because half of all jobs are ghost jobs. Ghost jobs meaning fake jobs. That's a rant that I'm going to make for another video, but basically ghost jobs is yeah, like I said, they're fake jobs, and some companies put them out there for various reasons, and scammers put them out there too, and cyber criminals put out fake jobs too. So yeah, when I say there's millions and millions of unfilled jobs, it's more like maybe, you know, hundreds of unfilled jobs, thousands of unfilled jobs. I don't think it's in the millions. But that's a rant that I want to make for another video. Alright guys, I'm gonna get off here. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out. Hopefully you guys got some value out of this. I know today was more of a talking stream than anything, but that's what these streams are for you guys to ask me questions. Is the market saturated? I think it is. Yeah, 100% is, because that's what makes it hard to break into your first job, because every job posting has hundreds, if not thousands, of people applying for it, and it's only one person filling it. So you are competing with a lot of people for your job, for these jobs. And that's why I recommend getting a lot of certifications, because the more certifications you have, the more likely you're going to get an interview. And, you know, then you can go from there. So that's why I recommend certifications. Some people say you don't need that many certs. You know, that's their opinion. My opinion is opposite. I think the more certs, the better. You can't have too many certs. The only con to having a lot of certs is that it costs a lot of money. Devontae Roundtree, thank you so much for subscribing on YouTube. I appreciate you. But the certs are all worth it, though. The thing is like, you know, you get all these certs, you're gonna get a return on investment very quickly. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna pay for all your certs. If you land a pen testing job, if that's your goal, you're gonna pay for all your certs after 1 month of working there, straight up. And the certifications are cheap enough to where you don't have to go into debt like college. You don't have to like pull out a loan. I don't pull out a loan to get a cert. Oh, I wouldn't do that. Just save up your money. If you're struggling, you know, make some cuts in your budget. You know, stop. That's another thing. If you want to get all these certs, you want to cut out Netflix, Hulu, video games, and whatever kind of entertainment that you spend your money on. For two reasons. One, you're going to save money, and you can use that money that you save from the subscriptions to put towards your certifications. And two, you don't have the time. You don't have time to watch TV and play video games anymore. Like, this field really is demanding, and like I said, it's very competitive. And if you're not willing to make sacrifices, then you're not going to make it. That's my opinion. You know, there's probably some people that they'll tell you the opposite. Like, oh yeah, you can still enjoy life. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, maybe. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've had some fun. Like, I've traveled around and but I've hardly ever take days off. I mean, it's very rare that I'll take a day off, and that's why I got a job out of the military rather quickly. So that's my recommendations. I know I'm rambling. I'm probably going to go deeper on everything we talked about in a future video. I can only put out one video. I can only put out one video a week. That's all the time I have for, because I want to study and get more certs. If I didn't want to get more certs, then I could be putting out 2 videos a week or 3 videos a week even. And that's why these live streams are important, because you guys can come here and get the raw, unfiltered, like what I want to say. Because this is easier for me to produce than it is a video. You know what I mean? Are you stuck? Richie Rose 99, thanks for stopping in. No, I'm not. I'm actually not even doing nothing. We pwned the box, and now I'm just ranting. People ask me questions, and I'm just talking. I pwned the box already. We pwned it probably a half hour ago, probably longer than that actually. We're just kind of sitting here. See, root flag done. I'm actually gonna turn off the machine now. I got 103 now. Ah, sick. Yeah, I'm just rambling. If I was stuck, I'd probably be in a different mood. Yeah, you're welcome, Julio. Glad to help. Yeah, that's what these streams are for. That's why I put AMA and all these. You guys can ask me whatever you want. I know we could probably pwn more boxes if I didn't talk about this stuff, but you guys got questions you need answers to, and I haven't answered all those questions in a YouTube video. Eventually, I'd like to answer the question you guys talked about today in a video. That way, everybody can see it in a more structured way, because those videos are going to be more in depth than like what you're going to get here. But yeah. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button on the YouTube channel. Hit the like button if you're watching there now. If you're on Twitch and you haven't followed the channel already, hit the follow button. I'd appreciate it. Or if you're on Kick, hit the follow button. If you're on LinkedIn and you're watching, hit the connect button or hit the follow button. Check out my podcast. I got a podcast where I talk to other industry professionals. They're all professional offensive security practitioners, and they're in the field and they work every day, and they have a really good insight. So check out my podcast, The Hacker's Cache. It's on all the podcast platforms and on YouTube. So check that out. There's 16 episodes. Every one of them is under 40 minutes long, so it doesn't take that much time out of your day to watch or listen to those. And there's a lot of information you're going to get out of those too. If you enjoyed this stream and you enjoy me talking, those are really good. And then last but not least, sign up for my newsletter at kyserclark.com/newsletter. I have a newsletter, and there's even more in-depth stuff that I talk about. So the last newsletter I talked about work-life balance. So like how I talked about how you have to give up video games and Netflix. That's what I talked about in that last newsletter, although I went way more in depth there about, you know, the sacrifices you have to make and stuff like that. And that newsletter is raw, unfiltered advice for people's careers as well. It's just whatever else I want to talk about. In a written format, and it also the newsletters, it gives you like a snapshot of all my previous content. So if you haven't signed up for a newsletter already, highly recommend it. That newsletter is content that you're going to see in the newsletter first. It is exclusive content temporarily, and I'll probably slowly start making videos of what I say in this newsletter, but you'll see it first in the newsletter. So I don't know what they come out every Monday, so I'm going to write one out for the stream. That's actually why I got to get off, so I can write the newsletter for the email subscribers. But yeah, check out my newsletter, kyserclark.com/newsletter. Alright guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Take care. Have a good one. Kyser out.